Hello guys and welcome. So in this video I wanted to answer the question, what is The Division 2? This video is aimed at people who know nothing about The Division 2 and have always been curious. Hopefully this video will serve as a good starter guide for you. Now, The Division is based on a post-epidemic or pandemic world where smallpox has ravaged and basically destroyed the USA. And the people that are left in the world are either trying to rebuild society, trying to do good things, or they're just mercenaries and people who are trying to take control. Because as with so many other games which I've featured in this What Is series, the second that the leadership or order is put into question, then everyone's like, I want to be king, I want to be king. Now, this game came out in March 2019. It came out on Windows via the Uplay service, which is the Ubisoft service, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Thank you to Ubisoft for gifting me a copy of The Division 2 for review. I feel I need to say that. Now, this game was developed by Massive Entertainment, but Massive Entertainment is part of Ubisoft, and it was published by Ubisoft. So basically, it's Ubisoft. There's no doubt. Now, in the first game, it was featured around New York City. So you were working and fighting your way through New York, one district at a time to try and reclaim it. The Division 2 is based several months after the events of the Division 1. So you're in now Washington, D.C., and you're doing the same thing, essentially. You're working your way through Washington, D.C., trying to reclaim it one district at a time. Now, since the release of the game, there has been a few expansions. They've been called episodes. So if you got the first year pass, you got episodes 1, 2, and 3. And episode 1 and 2 have already been released. And now episode 3 is actually the prologue to the next expansion. So the next expansion is called, let me take a look. I probably should look this stuff up before I make these videos. Warlords of New York. So Warlords of New York, which the trailer's running right now, is the next expansion, or Season 2, or whatever you want to call it, Year 2 for the game, which will actually take you back to New York, except there's now a new enemy that you have to face off against. Ubisoft just yesterday did a long live stream to talk about everything that's coming in the expansion, but this is just the trailer. So what I'm going to do is, guys, as per always with this What Is series, I'm going to link as many useful resources in the description. So I'm going to link the official site, the Wikipedia, the link to the live stream from yesterday, maybe the Wikipedia for Massive Entertainment, and so on. Please check out the game. Also, as well, I did make a tutorial for the Division 2 generally, which I will also link in the description. Now, the way the gameplay of this game is that it's a co-op looter shooter. So you can team up with 3 others, so 4 in the team, and when you're doing all your missions, you can explore. There is online play available. You can play with friends, or you can play with random people via the matchmaking system. But obviously, with any co-op game, it's just really, really fun when you're playing with people you know, friends and so on. It won't take away from the experience to play with random other people. It just might take away from the communication, basically. It's always fun to joke around with friends while you're going through a game like this. Now, as well, there is a progression system in terms of loot. So you can always increase the item level of the gear you have, and you can also go through and you can just keep getting better and better upgrades. And you have different attributes of your weapons, so you need to improve the stability or the accuracy or the firing rate and so on. But you do it slowly, so it's a case of gear that drops is just for you. And what that means is simply is that even if you have got, let's say, terrible gear, you can basically. Okay, sorry, my tutorial's now playing. Like, even if you team up with someone who's got amazing gear and you've got terrible gear, the gear that drops will be an increase for you only. You won't suddenly go from like your level to their level, just instantly. Like, you won't skip the entire game. So it's a way to avoid boosting essentially in the game. It's quite clever in that regard, in that like anyone can basically team up with anyone, so they might carry you through the dungeon, but the gear you receive, the score of the gear you receive is going to be appropriate to you, not appropriate to them. I hope that makes sense. I've not maybe done the best job explaining that, but as I said, I had a lot of fun playing the Division, enough to make a couple of videos about it and a full-on tutorial. It's really, really fun to explore Washington, D.C. The graphics are fantastic. There's end game specializations. So while you're leveling up, you just level up, you pick whatever weapon you like. And then at end game, you can decide how you're going to specialize. Are you going to specialize as a sniper, or are you going to be a grenadier, and so on? So there's many different classes, but that's not what this video is about. And as well, I really liked it. There's no loot boxes in this game. So these caches that you see, they're just for apparel, as in they're just for customization and the look. There is no pay to win in a game like this. And I mean, that's something that has been really hammered home for so many games lately, is the no pay to win. You can't increase your item score with money. And as you can see on the screen now, so you have the different districts, you have the settlements, and obviously red is bad, green is good. So where you see red, it means you still have work to do. You still need to conquer things, and green means there's points you probably already control. And because it's so open world, you'll be running around this game for hours and hours and hours. I probably put in a good 60 to 80 hours into this game already, just exploring everything. So I'm definitely looking forward to the expansion. We will see what Warlords of New York is like, what it's about. So yeah. So anyway, guys, I'll keep it brief. I'll keep it like that. There's also, as you see, crafting as well. You can craft upgrades and so on. But if you're interested in that side of things, please watch my tutorial video where I go into that in more detail. Okay, guys. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. You can watch a random video over there. You can watch the latest upload down there, or you can click down here to subscribe. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.